Oh, hello. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh, hello. Oh, I've got
Good
my
evening.
own audio on. That is
Good
rather
evening. Good evening.
disconcerting. I'll just mute that. How is everyone doing today? Let's just move this over here somewhere. There we go. Hope we're all doing well. As you can see, it is just myself today. Dom is not feeling too well, so I have decided to obviously carry on doing the streams. I didn't want to disappoint anyone. If anyone did want to tune in still, um, so yeah, um, seeing quite a few people knocking about, which is good. And how is everyone? All doing well? I hope. So who we got here? We got Peter, Underdog Painting, Captain Jack, Gavin, Dave, Felpire, and Ezo. Nice, excellent. Well, as per tradition, I'm going to tell you what I'm working on this evening anyway. Um, we have orcs. Yep. So I know the last stream we were talking about the next apocalypse game being me doing orcs or something, and I've kind of slightly, I don't know, accepted in my head a little bit that I'm going to do them to a certain level. So I spent the rest of this, I think, this week getting what orcs I had unpainted and stuff sorted out. So let's have a look here. Ah, we have a small tray of orcs. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a mess, and probably people going, "Why has he got them all on top of each other?" It's just because the tray had a small accident with my foot a minute ago. It was all nicely lined up. But yeah, I thought I'd go through some of the bits I'm going to do. So first of all, we have a orc battle wagon that I've had sitting around for quite a while. Voila! So this is my take on orc battle wagon. I put a few little extra bits on there because I was actually missing a few bits from the kit. I think this might be one that possibly Gavin. I bought off Gavin. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gavin. But yeah, I've got got the top bits there. A few shieldy bits I've added on. So these bits here, just to make it look a bit different. Yes. Okay, Jack. Excellent. That's good to know. Good to know. Not the only one. Also got a 40k weird boy to start cracking through. I made him up the other day, so he's all correct. I tried to make all the stuff I had unmade. Okay. I don't know, Gavin. Basically I bought pretty much all the orcs I own off Gavin. Um, so thanks to that guy because he gave me a really good price, and I've been sort of working through. I've also got a Stomper up on the top shelf up there, so I'm not going to go and grab that. But we also got a couple of mech boys in there as well. And evening, Matthew. Good to see you here as well. I've got a whole stack of looters. I think I've got 12 looters in total. Well, these things are missing a couple of bits, but I'm gonna go through the bits box and find them. I don't think it's just gubbins on the side. Yes. We then have a load of alt knobs, and then actually no, we've got this chap here, which I think is Zagruk, which is the used to be the name character you could take for the orcs. I think he's just an upgrade to a Storm Boys unit now, if I remember correctly. So I got him plus some of his buddies. I know Gavin did paint in some of these, some of the Storm Boys here. I'm highly. Yeah, okay, Gavin. In that case, I might not be able to find them, but I can probably make it up. It doesn't really matter. Also, I am highly considering changing out some bases on these guys because they topple over all the bloody time. So I don't understand who thought putting the 25 mil base in a pack with these guys was thinking, quite frankly. But you know, what are you gonna do? Gonna work through them, work through them. So that's that stuff there. Then I had then basically the other thing I had done when I did my initial 100 boys, I had some shooter boys that I'd never actually got around to finishing. They're almost there though, so these are the ones I'm going to start on. So it's kind of like one of those easy wins that you do, because you know they're pain enough as it is to paint anyway. And then also I've got a couple of trucks here, some in varying state. This was getting there. This one, this is actually one of the last things I was doing before I stopped painting them. So yeah, they were coming along, but I kind of just stopped doing them a little while ago. So that's kind of the last thing I was doing. So yeah, so tonight I'm going to start working on these shooter boys. There, so we're going to be doing some metal work on these guys because that's I think the stage I was at before I dropped them. So yeah, and so what is everyone else up to in chat? Let's get a little look around and chat and see what people are actually up to tonight. Also, it doesn't have to be 40k related. If you're doing something else, so it's always good to know what you guys are up to. Um, that's, well, hopefully some people are doing some painting. So, Felpire's batch painting some 10 Necron Warriors. That's cool. And, oh, okay. Daryl is marking. Fair enough, I suppose. Whatever gets you through it, mate. It's, must get a bit monotonous sometimes. Some Blackstone Fortress main set. Okay, I'm doing some Tower battle suits. Nice. Hellforge Predators coming to an end. Excellent. From Pinhead. Dave's doing some Thunderwolf Cav. Also, I think a shout out to Dave, by the way. Dave, it's Dave's birthday today. So happy birthday to you, mate. A little shout out on the stream. Maybe about that regular thing. Apparently, Dale doesn't paint anymore according to Pelpire, but you know that may or may not be true. It's unconfirmed. Also painting the last 60 models for his 40k army list. Nice, Mr. Blue. And Iron Hands, Termies, and some looters if you get the chance. Yeah, so that's probably Dave's dream come true to have a birthday shout out on the stream. You know. Oh, Daryl, you need to get some more time, mate. It's half. You know, I think you've got some time coming up soon, haven't you? Hopefully. As for myself, I'm in a rather jovial mood on the grounds that I'm off this week. Mr. Felpire and myself and one of my other friends have been playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3 early access this week. During the day, which has been really good fun. Just been cracking through that. I don't know if anyone else plays, but yeah, if you want to finish game, definitely don't buy it. But if you just want to get involved with the early access, definitely give it a go. Because obviously at the moment they're in the a lot of bugs and not quite finished obviously because it's early access. Oh, getting some messages here. Excuse me. No, there's nothing to do with what we're doing right now. But yeah, so I've been doing that this week. Well, generally just getting a bit of R&R from work really, because it's been quite a tough few months for myself. Had a couple of big projects due in. I was just trying to get myself through them and sort of get to this date because I haven't really had any proper consistent time off since about January due to everything that's been going on. It's been quite demanding. Warcaster from Privateer Press. Why? Any particular reason we should check them out, Joe? It's just out of interest. I presume is this And hello, Mr. Ceres. I see you're on earlier than usual. You're normally catching us just towards the tail end of the first half an hour, I think normally. Good to have you on though. Also, just to pre-warn you guys, I won't be doing the stream for as long tonight because I don't think I'm going to be able to opt out for an hour and a half tonight. But we'll see how we go. As I said, Dom isn't going to be joining us tonight, so he's not been feeling too well. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, fair enough. That is good. So you got a bit of a jump start on getting on the stream. Excellent. Well, it's good to have you here, man. Seems to be very active tonight, everyone as well. It's good to see. Also, for those, because obviously Dom normally goes on about the boys, I relented and I decided to start watching it. Who's going to do the lottery results? Well, I don't know your numbers, otherwise I would do it for you. I mean, Dom said he may pop onto the chat for a bit, if he gets a moment. So, yeah, that would be quite cool if he did. And yes, Darren, it is very good. Yes, I presume we're talking about Baldur's Gate here. I think oh, the boys. Sorry, what am I talking about? It's a lie. Well, I wish I could do some of my favourite lines, but as I don't want to go into the adult level of streaming, I'll keep some of the favourite comments to a minimum. Would have been a good week to try and bring the Discord members on. Do you know what it would have done? However, it was very short notice. So I'm going to need a bit more planning with that one. So what we'll do is, as just to avoid this necessarily happening again, where there's only one of us, um, I will try and make sure we've got sort of a backup plan, like maybe a stand-in for the stream, and we can maybe pick a couple of people that might fancy sort of just joining in for half an hour each or something like that. I think it'd be quite a cool little idea. Um, but yeah, because one person only. I mean, to be honest, I don't mind doing it so much. Just that sometimes I run out of things to say, and I don't want to be sitting here sort of just looking at the screen painting, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't tune in just to hear that every week. So, aha, there he is. He's there. He's in chat. I mean, I wasn't going to replace you, Dom, but I mean, it's useful to have backup. I mean, we wouldn't necessarily every week when we needed backup. We could just say that Dom can't make it to the stream. We can just sort of get his computer to have a problem. War Machine in space. I've never really checked out much of Privateer Presser stuff, to be honest. I've sort of been very 40k, but Games Workshop based is probably a fairer sort of take on that, because it's just been it's kind of been something that I've just stuck with, and I don't really see myself going anywhere else unless Games Workshop do something wildly mad and lose my sort of patronage to it. So, but stranger things have happened. I think I'm invested too much in the hobby to warrant that as a natural option. But everyone says never say never. I mean, the other thing I'll tell you what amazes me with Games Workshop is that, I mean, you're really a bit lost in it sometimes, because I remember buying all these box set games. Like I haven't bought I think I haven't bought Blackstone Fortress, but I've bought like Necromunda. I've got the starter set for that, and I've got, I think, the Silver Tower. Obviously, all the box sets from 40k, Calth and all that. But I can't really tell you. Oh, what was it? The Officio Assassinorum box set. With all the assassins. I bought all that as well. But I think the only game I played out of all of them, which is obviously slightly different to 40k, was I think it was the Kill Team, where I had a game, and the Assassins game, where I had a couple of games of that. But other than that, I haven't really played any of the standalone products really, which is quite interesting. I only ever really bought them for the models. The 32 box sets, 30k box sets, I'd love to have them as well, because I actually based my Red Scorpions off the Mark IV armor in them. Obviously, I think you can still get that as an armor set, although I've only really seen the Mark III stuff knocking about. I haven't seen the Mark IV, so I'd have to check that out. But because my theme between my Red Scorpions was they wore Mark IV armor, and I'll try to stick with that, because that's what was in all of the pictures for the Bad Ad War stuff. Yeah, I must admit, Pinadari, I was quite similar on Kill Team. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Ooh, yes. Do you know what, Darryl? I completely forgot about that. Have you still got them? Because I might hit you up on them at some point. I always keep forgetting to. So many people I know have got bloody bits that I forget to keep buying. But yes, they are still on my wanted list anyway, Daryl. So I will try and remember and put some money to the side. Yeah, no, yeah, obviously I know the two sets are available as a single standalone. I think the problem was when I went to look up them last time, I could only find the Mark threes, but in stock, that is. Not that I don't mind Mark three, but Mark three I tend to reserve into my Night Lord's army. I've got a few mixed in there, because I've gone with quite a mix of armor types in the Night Lord's army I've got, because I was just trying to simulate that kind of chaosy warband style of setup rather than being all uniform. Would a swap channel work on Discord? I presume. I mean, it's perfectly feasible. I don't have a problem setting up a channel for trades. I'd have to lay out some ground rules, obviously. I'll see what Dom thinks as well, if he's listening, about a trading channel. I mean, obviously, slightly less of a footprint to someone sort of getting away with being a bit naughty with trades. I doubt. I mean, to be honest, everyone I've spoken to on here, I don't really think it would happen. But you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, I must admit, I don't never really traded models myself. I've kept most of my models. I think the only army I got rid of was an original Sister Battle army, and that I actually really regretted doing that. Um, Templars in the new decks, I like them. Um, I mean, it's actually the first few games I played have been Templars with the new codex. I've played a couple off camera, and I've actually really enjoyed them. But again, I never really had a problem with them in the first place because I feel that this all it's done is sort of play towards the way I played mine anyway. So I don't know if I've had much of a change. You know, I never really kept characters back for re-rolls where I could anyway. I prefer to move them up the field with my blobs of infantry. So I know you didn't enjoy my Templars, Gavin. It's you know, but I'm sure we'll have another game, and I'll probably say the same about your Thousand Suns. So we'll get one in soon. Obviously, I know you played Dom last weekend, so looking forward to seeing that game when that goes up. But yeah, no, in my opinion, I've enjoyed playing the Templars and the new Codex so far. I think it just pushes me more to that melee focus and really focusing on that's how I want to play them. You know, or you know, moving bolter lines and things like that, rather than you know, I'm trying not to go mad on getting all these new shooty tanks like the repulsor execution, all that kind of stuff. Trying to stay away from all that. That's more for my Scorpion army. I haven't actually played my Scorpions for a very long time. I probably should get some time with that. Although I might play Dom's Necrons with my Scorpions because we've played that quite a lot. Although um, I do need to flesh my Scorpions out a little bit more because I've had the same kind of setup for them for quite a while. And I must admit, I'm not too sure how I'm going to play them in ninth with the new codex. I haven't decided yet. I want to do something with Apothecaries because now that we can, because obviously that was one of their things. They love, you know, they have a really strong Apothecarian, and now you got that nice, cool new Chief Apothecarian that you can use, which has got some pretty good rules about using its special rules twice. I think I'd like to sort of give that a go. The Pansy Boys of 40k. Oh dear. um, Definer is finally back in stock. So it's Pinhead Larry just saying the Defiler's back in stock. Do you know what? I've actually the Defiler. I really want to get a Defiler for my Death Guard at some point. I actually wanted one before last edition. I think I really like them. I'm not. No, Ceres, that is not happening. I refuse to buy an ATV. I definitely refuse to use an apothecary to res them if I had them. Oh dear. I think that's just ridiculous personally. It definitely doesn't go playing the way I want to play 40k anyway. Oh dear. I'm waiting for the first tournament where someone does it on a heavy level and it gets nerfed. And then that same person then has to go out and you know restructure an army because they bought a. I mean, there probably is a role for the ATVs. It's just I really don't like the model. If I'm really honest, I think the model looks horrendous. But that's just a personal opinion, as with everything. You know, I can just. I mean, I like the speeders, but again, I don't really see them having a role in my Templars. To be honest, I mean, possibly. I haven't really got a lot of fast attack, but I prefer bikes. So I think I'm going to stick more with the Outriders. Get myself one of the new Primaris chaplains on a bike. I'm looking forward to getting hold of one of them because I do like my chaplains. They see them rolling. Yeah, exactly. But no, definitely, yeah. ATVs are not on my menu for my marine armies. But there's plenty of other stuff out there which is pretty good. So I'm not too worried. I think that is the one nice thing about the Space Marine Codex is there's plenty of Mario Kart song. Nice. There's plenty of options for you to sort of build an army that you kind of feel comfortable playing. Yeah, I mean the Terminator Chaplain I would want for the sake of collecting that model because I managed to pick up the other limited edition Terminator Chaplain off eBay a long time ago, and I've spent quite a bit of money on that model just to get it. But because I do like the Terminators Chaplain, sorry, and as a Templar, I've been trying to load up on as many Chaplains as I can. I'm hoping to be a sort of run a list which is primarily led just by Chaplains, but there's certain rules you have to adhere to, the number of units you can, data sheets, all that. And obviously I have one Master Sanctity leading the whole thing. But I mean, to be honest, I don't know how you guys are feeling about the supplements that are coming out. I'm actually fairly hopeful there'll be a standalone Black Templar supplement this time round. Um, I just have a feeling there'll be something, and I'm looking forward to hopefully that being proven true from a point of view of just having a code, having my own little codex back. Even if it is just a supplement, I'm more than happy with that. Especially, I think supplements used to be quite bad the way they used to do them, when the grounds that you lost access to stuff in the main codexes, or if you had, whereas now it's all just very, very good. Sorry, very well done with sort of saying you can have this or this or this, and you can't have that, and it's all very clearly laid out what you're allowed in your chapter. Yeah, obviously the Black Templars aren't allowed to take librarians, and that's very clearly outlined in the main codex. So Legion supplements. Do you know what? Being a Night Lord player as well, Legions really need a boost. I think I said last week, I was very disappointed that they hadn't put the 2 wounds out in the FAQ for the Chaos Space Marines. I play quite a few armies, as all of you will know, but I find that balance is normally a big problem, especially when new codexes come out. So I know me and Don want to do a Space Marine versus Necron game because they're both the brand new codexes, and it kind of makes sense to sort of start there because they're going to be the most balanced of the 2 codexes, in my opinion, at the moment. We'll see. I mean, obviously, it may turn out to be complete opposite. Might be awful. Um, but playing a standard Space Marine versus Chaos Space Marine list at the moment probably would be a little bit unfair on the grounds that all of the Marines are going to have an additional wound while all the Chaos Space Marines haven't, and they haven't had anything new apart from the weapons. I mean, and I don't think there are an awful lot of Chaos Space Marine players that have lots of heavy bolters which have the 2 damage rule, so they're going to sort of restock on them and get them rolled out. I've heard things with the 2 codexes being compared. Okay. Well, as I said, we got can't help but think that something is brewing for Chaos, as the Chaos deck seems to be later in the release. I think there will. I think Chaos is going to get something big as well. That is my gut feeling. I hope Gene Stealers get 2 wounds. Might be able to kill some guardsmen in combat. Oh dear, poor Gavin. Gene Stealers. Whenever I play Tyrants, I love Gene Stealers on the fact that you sort of think, oh, these things are going to just mince me, going to be fantastic. And then they do whiff quite a bit sometimes, and you're like, that was quite disappointing. But again, hopefully with the new codexes coming out this year, next year, we're going to see some improvements on maybe some old favourites. It's very hard to tell. And you're saying, yes, Angron would be cool to see. Vicky started a Khorne army recently. She's got lots of berserkers on the bench, and she picked up a nice Demon Prince, which is ready to do some shredding on behalf of the Blood God. And I said, I'm looking forward to. I've put a little hold on doing my Night Lords, to be honest, because I want to see kind of where the next set of codexes go before I go mad buying stuff. Which is kind of like where all my armies are at the moment, apart from my Space Marines. If I wanted to get some rotation, I could probably safely pick something up now and not feel too disappointed. And Mr. Blue is currently painting heavy bolter havocs. Yeah, exactly. Luckily, my Night Lords actually have some heavy bolter because when you got them in the set for Betrayal Kauth, you could either arm them with missile launchers or heavy bolters, and I did 4 of each, just to have 4 of each type of weapon. So I do already have some heavy bolters before they were particularly any good. I think you'll see stuff like the heavy bolters make quite a comeback on the grounds just for killing out other marine armies, or at least 2 wound models. I mean, obviously we are yet to see what the Death Guard get. I'm looking forward to it because obviously I have my Death Guard is all built around Blight Lord Terminators, so I'm going to be very interested to see what they do with them. I have heard rumours about Disgusting Resilient not being there anymore, or being replaced, or something like that. So, be interested to see what they actually do with that. I don't know how they're going to quite replace it. I just happen to have 12 heavy bolters waiting to be painted. How convenient. Well, yeah, all those two damage heavy bolters, definitely worth it. I reckon they'll definitely be worth it. They're going to be a good little mid-range weapon with and a good amount of stopping power, I think. Although I haven't checked the point costs on them. I presume they stay the same, but I'd have to get a comparison to check that. So, oh hello, who's that? Is that Dom? I can hear Dom. I can't see him. You decided to come online?
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, better, thanks, mate. Much better.
Look at that quick trade over there. You just come on because I was ruining the stream, wasn't I? That's what it was. You're like, I can't let him do it.
But yes, it's true. You were ruining the stream. Let's move the camera a little bit. I've got two very annoying flies in here, by the way. I feel the Death Guard have been encroached.
You sound a bit groggy, mate.
Yeah, well, I felt better, but I'm here to save you all from Marine chat.
Marine chat? I wasn't talking about Marines. Unbelievable. I'm painting orcs.
Yay!
Like a phoenix from the ashes. I don't know. It's not a very nice phoenix.
No, trust me, it's not good. Not a good phoenix. Probably more of a pigeon. Hello, everybody.
Have you got your Lemsip, Dom?
I'm all Lemsipped out. I've taken my drug dosage. I've got nothing for a little while. Yeah, no. Yeah, probably one of those things the plague bearers ride on, big fly things.
A drone?
Drone, yeah. The local drone rider. But yes, I am here. Hello, everybody.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yes, it's good to see you. I haven't seen anyone for a few days, so yeah, it's all very nice. Sorry, I'm not really set up properly. I just want to jump in.
That's
say
fine.
hello.
It's fine.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Peter.
He's come to save the day.
Hello. Yeah, well, I jumped in on the heavy bolter thing. That's why I was like,
oh, I see.
I've got something to say about heavy bolters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know Gavin's in the chat, so Gavin, before I say anything, let's not have any spoilers for the game that we're editing up.
Were they rather good?
Well, obviously, Gavin brought his Thousand Suns, and Thousand Suns have a lovely rule: is all is dust.
Ah, yes.
So if the weapon does 1 damage, it improves the armor saved by 1. Now, heavy bolters
do 2 damage.
Do 2 damage now. So yeah,
I think we can leave the rest of the viewer's imagination.
No. Yeah, that's just a tiny snippet of the game. But yeah, I'm just saying, that's something to take in mind. And they're 3 shots, so they're pretty brutal.
You working on anything, by the way, mate?
I am working on something. Yeah.
Is it still the Dreadnought?
Still the Dreadnought.
It's coming along. Very Cornish.
Cornish. Well, to be fair, he is a combat Leviathan, so there is an element of Cornish about him. Not Devon.
Not
Cornish.
Devon, no, or Cornwall. He's actually a fisherman from Cornwall who got interred in a Dreadnought mistakenly, and he sings sea shanties.
He's not a fisherman, he's a fisterman.
Oh, a fisterman. Okay, that's a very different line of work.
Yeah. But, someone's got to do it. That's the main thing.
What's
everyone working on tonight? What, you're working on Orkies, Tom?
I'm doing Shooter Boys at the moment. But I showed everyone what I had on my tray. So I've got a couple of trucks, got a battle wagon, got 12 Orc knobs.
Oh, wow.
10 Storm Boys. Got Zagrok, but he's already painted because I'm not going to touch Gavin's paint job because it's very good. and some looters, basically. So got plenty to. Oh, hang on, guys. Can we have some more likes? Go on, hit the like button. I can see 5 there, so there's 17 of you there. So I'm sure some of you haven't pressed the like button. I'm just saying.
I'll lead by example. I'll press there.
You're gonna press like yourself. We're gonna like our own one.
Yeah. There you go.
Only if you like what you're seeing. Obviously, you hate it. I understand why you might not have pressed the like button.
Yeah, well, guys, I came from my deathbed to come and save you all.
That is not very nice now, is it, mate?
Oh, sorry, I meant to save
Here I am
Tom.
putting the effort in.
I can't win, can I? If I say save Tom, I insult everyone in chat.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Sorry.
Don't know why I bother. Now, what I was just about to do was... Where are we here? That's okay, good. Just checking that stream's working right. But yeah, so orc-wise, I have got plenty to be chugging through, basically.
Okay.
So I thought I'd go with an easy win, because these orc shooter boys were actually pretty much done. I'd done the skin, the leather work. It just needed some metal and some face work on them, really. So, oh, hello, Jack. Welcome.
Hello, Jack.
Thank you for joining us today. Also, I know what I was going to do now. I was going to set a new Discord link up because I haven't sent one out today or yet. So let's get an invite going. So if anyone obviously isn't aware of what Discord is, it's a collaboration, chatty kind of thing. It's what we stream from as well. We have a little Discord channel set up, which at the moment I tend to send the invites out for on live chat days. It's valid for a day, so if you do want to join, come in there, come and join some of the chats. We've got some painting chats, got some general chit chat. There's also a few voice channels if you want to talk to anyone else in the community. Sort of trying to connect people. It's good. I like it. I hit like, but being a trader with an Iron Star Alliance wall jacket. Okay, well it's okay. You don't have to be painting 40k stuff to like the video. We just want to know that you like what you're watching and it helps you do a bit of painting every week. Because that's kind of how we've approached it.
Yeah. So we set this up originally, didn't we, Tom? For obviously when Corona hit.
The Corona hit.
Everyone has a little hobby group, or not everyone has a hobby group, but we have a hobby group, and we used to meet up weekly and have a little chat and a game and stuff. And we've got a lot of people might be in a similar situation.
Not able to get out for whatever reason. There's plenty.
Yeah. So this is all about hobby, really. It doesn't matter what hobby you're doing, as long as it's kind of like miniature based, let's say.
I must admit, it's been quite sad that we haven't been able to get together as a group for a very long time now. And I always feel it starts to feel a bit like a normal thing. You see what I mean? Not being able to.
Yeah.
Because essentially, I've only really met up with Dom during the sort of the pandemic kind of era. I'm going to call it.
Era.
Yeah, it's going to turn into an era at this rate. And yeah, I do miss somebody because Dave's one who used to pop down. So Daryl, so a couple of our local group are down here. Also Lee, who someone's on the chat, used to come down. We used to play a few games together in my living room. Used to get a bit of food and do some painting sometimes. Have a good chat for 2 or 3 hours in the evening.
Yes, Jack. This is often we do it every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday at 8 o'clock is the goal. Obviously, stuff does come up, but we've actually been on a pretty good streak at the moment, I think, haven't we? So,
I dragged myself off my deathbed to come and.
Yeah, I've heard it's not that bad.
Oh well, whatever you heard is wrong, Tom. To be honest.
Yeah, that thing where you're ill on the phone.
Oh mate,
I can't come into work today.
Here's a little snippet to my last few days. Has anyone here had a corona test? I'll tell you right now, it isn't pleasant.
Is that down the back of the nose?
Down the back of the nose?
No,
up the nose, down the back of the throat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they go straight down there, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, right? The guy who did it, you drive up, and he goes, "Oh, do you want to do the self one, or do you want assistance?" And I was like, "I've never done one of these before." And he goes, "Oh, assisted one." I was like, whoa. I was thinking, whoa. I can't do it. Someone's just got to tell me what to do. And he's just like, no, you go, assisted one. And then he explains what they've got to do. They go, look, we've got to do 3 bits at the back of the throat, and then we've got to stick this up your nose for 10 seconds. And I'll tell you right now, he didn't start counting to 10 for a good 5 seconds.
It's like you don't have a gag reflex, Dom.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's my experience.
Oh, you okay, Sarah, so you do the testing. You as in take the test or just work out whether they're positive, negative, whatever. That's quite cool. Must be very busy though at the moment.
I'll tell you what, it was quite, quite professional when I went there.
I bloody hope so, quite frankly.
Well, they all said they were testing for corona. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it was all quite good, very, very efficient. I wouldn't really want to go
I've just
there
made
again.
a new member there. Welcome, Joe. I've just added you as a member. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping I don't have to do one, but you know, and touch wood at the moment, I haven't actually even had a cold or anything yet. So, but it's coming. Yeah, I always get one at least once a year, and the problem is this year, you know, even with a cold, everyone's going to be suspicious. So.
Yeah. It's one of those things you've got to do at the moment, especially if you're in employment.
Where did you have to go for it, by the way? Was it Brighton?
Oh, no, Bexhill.
Oh, they're doing down here now. I wasn't sure because the last time so my dad had to do it, he had to go up to the Amex.
Oh, well, I'm messing
Yeah, I know.
That's what we've been working on, where you're not suffering from man flu. If I was a man flu, I wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, he'd be properly faking it.
I'd be properly faking it. Well, Peter, I'm working on my what's the word? Leviathan Dreadnought. That was a little glimpse of the camera again. Yeah, the claw and the thingy. So I'm still working on him. It's taking a long time. I'm working on some robot boys, and I had a game at the weekend. So all fun and games.
I didn't even play me this week. Don't know why.
No, exactly. Yeah, I feel quite bad if I did have a virus. But yeah, that's what I'm working on, Peter. What are you working on?
So your bistros of battle. Your 4 sisters of battle, Dom.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yeah, so I was going to tell everyone, my Crusade force that I'm starting is going to be Sister Battle.
Jumping on my bandwagon, unbelievable. Can't believe it.
Mate, your bandwagon's lame. Need someone else on it.
You dickhead.
Lame old bandwagon with a manky old donkey pulling it. Time for someone else to take charge.
You're not pulling my bandwagon, Dom.
Yeah, no, yeah, Joel, that's the complete thing about not coughing in public. My youngest at the moment, she has got a habit of fake coughing. She's only 1.5, and actually not 1.5, she's almost 2, and she's mastered fake coughing, which is, I said, look, don't do it in public.
How's that going down, Dom? Is that working?
Yeah. Great, yeah. Yeah. So, cool. Yeah, we might do a few Crusade games. It's going to be quite a slow grow. I don't know I think I explained this last time, how we've done it.
I think you roughly did, yeah.
Yeah. So, who was it? Daryl? Daryl's in the chat? I think Daryl is in the chat.
Dave's knocking about there as well.
Yeah, Daryl was the one who sent me the money to buy the starting bits. And hello, Daryl. And he said I had to collect Imperial. Because when you send the money, you have to say what faction or overall faction to collect. So Daryl selected me and knew my hatred of the Imperium. And you thought I was going to do Marines, but I hate Marines so much. I purposely
He's lying. He loves them.
So it was either going to be Custodes or Sisters of Battle, and I couldn't do what my style for Custodes, so I decided to go with Sisters. Mainly because I like battle worn and a bit grimy, and I just think like Custodes would hack their way through like 200 cultists and still be kind of like shining gold.
Just drips off.
So yeah, and I thought Sisters could be a bit more gritty and weathered and beaten down.
They're really good models, mate. You should really enjoy them.
Yeah, so, I've got an idea for a paint scheme now as well, so it's not going to be one out of the Codex. It's another one.
Are you going to pick an order?
I'm getting closer to picking an order. I quite like the combat one. Is that
Ebon?
No, not Ebon one.
Bloody Rose? No, it's not Bloody Rose, is it? Oh, do you know what? I've got my bloody book right here.
Oh yeah, have a look. It might be Bloody Rose. Yeah. So yeah, by the look of it, the chat, a lot of kids are doing it, and yeah,
it is Bloody Rose. Yeah,
Bloody Rose. Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah, should be good fun for you.
Yeah, so I thought of a name for them and a bit of a narrative for them. I just got to read a bit more about the Sisters' lore to make sure it all fits together. But I love the look of the models, and so I'm looking forward to it. Please, 15 inches. I tell you what, if I go in the shop and someone's not wearing a mask, I'll probably do a bit of a fake cough as well to make them think a little bit more about it.
That's good. We can do a Sister Battle team-up battle at some point, Dom. There you go.
Yeah.
Place against some filthy Xenos or Chaos.
Xenos, yeah.
What's wrong with Chaos, mate?
Don't fight against Chaos.
Oh, I see. You see, he's getting back to the Imperial mindset, mate.
The Dark Angels.
This could have gone either way that way, I suppose, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Ooh.
I'll put the bait out. We'll see if anyone takes it.
Knights of the Inner Circle are a thing now, aren't they? Or the Order of the Inner Circle with all the fancy Terminators.
Oh, you mean the Relic Terminators or whatever they are now?
Uber Terminators.
Excuse me. I was just saying, I'm obviously on a week off at the moment as well. So I've just been taking it easy. It's been nice. Just trying to do a bit of painting, a bit of gaming and all that. It's been good fun.
Hey, Tom.
It felt like an age since I've been off, I must admit. I forgot what it was like to have some free time. Not thinking about phone systems. That was the nice thing, you see.
That's good.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's all right. God, I forgot how much detail on Orc Boys. Well, I say detail. Bits.
Bits and bobs.
This one's got a metal helmet. This one hasn't. This one's got a metal shoulder pad. This one hasn't. What are you looking at, mate?
Well, Tom, what have we done for the last couple of weeks?
The lottery results.
Not just the lottery results.
Talk about the boys.
Oh yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a minute, Tom.
I've just started watching it, by the way. So.
Tom, I've got a question. I've got a series of questions.
He's going to do another quiz again, isn't he? Jesus. This better be a good one. The last one was awful. All right.
Okay, look, we're just gonna ask a few questions, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay. I mean, if people in the chat don't want to see which Warhammer 40,000 race Tom belongs to, you know, we don't have to go through this. But if they do want to know what race Tom belongs to, here's a little clue. It's not the human race.
Very good.
Thank you. I've worked on that one for a while.
Just come up with
So, yes, Captain Jack Discovery started. I liked it actually. I started watching it and I was a bit skeptical at first, but by the end of the episode, I was like, "Oh, this is actually pretty good."
Yeah,
Anyway, Captain Jack, don't distract me.
It's a
Right.
craft welder. I hope not.
Yeah.
I'd have to quit playing 40k then.
Right, Tom. What do you think about psykers? Burn them, use them to destroy your enemies, or meh?
Burn them. I'm sorry, red scorpions.
Oh, there's a picture one here, but I'll describe the picture for you.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Which of the following cultures do you like the most? An Egyptian one with pyramids?
God,
Japanese.
There's going to be no leading here, is there?
No, don't jump to it because we've done before and it's gone a different way because it hasn't been very well. So, a Japanese kind of feudal one, European Middle Ages, or prehistoric?
European Middle Ages.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we know which way you want to go, don't we?
What?
Right, choose a colour. Red, purple, yellow, green, white, blue. No black, Tom.
Blue. If you get me Tau, I'm not going to be happy.
Right, I don't know how this is going, but right. Okay. Which food would you choose to eat for the rest of your life?
Jesus Christ.
This is a good one. This is a deep question. Mushrooms, salad, steak, or frozen food?
Steak.
Steak for the rest of your life?
Yeah, that's it. Won't be long, but it'll be a good life.
Call a plumber.
You do a salad steak, can't you? I don't know.
No, just steak.
Just steak.
Steak every day.
Yeah, that's fine.
No seasoning, just steak.
Just steak. Just slap it on, slap it down. Don't even cook it. I've got it.
Right. Choose an animal.
How is this?
Eagle.
How is this working out what race I am?
Well, it's very deep. You wouldn't understand. Although the spelling on some of this isn't great, so I'm not sure how deep
it never
is.
is.
Right. So choose an animal, Tom. Stop.
Uh-huh.
Trying to avoid the question.
Pressing
Eagle,
question.
Scorpion, lizard, boar, fish, dragon, lion.
Boar.
Boar. Yeah, I'd have thought you'd pick.
Because they're evil little shits. It's okay, Dom. It's a light.
Right, Tom. A stranger knocks on your door and asks you for shelter. What do? Invite him in, offer him food and a bed. You don't trust strangers, send him away. You hate strangers, beat him up, call him a loser, then send him away. Invite him inside, put sleeping pills in his food, and sell his liver.
I just don't like strangers. I'll just send them away. I'm not necessarily going to go, ooh, don't like you. That's it.
Look at your liver. Right, okay. Let's see. I like that, is it? Send him away. All right, choose an element. You know your elements. Earth, wind, fire, air.
Earth.
Which one are you going with?
Earth.
Air? Earth.
Why does that surprise you, Dominic?
Right, ready for this, Tom.
Oh,
so now we're getting closer to finding out what race you belong to.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think we'll know after this. I have. Oh, sorry.
Is the question, what race would you like to be in the 40k universe?
Yeah, I'm just asking relevant questions. How would you describe your friends? I have lots of friends. I only have a few, but very good friends. I don't need friends. I ate my friends.
Well, I only have a few, but they're good friends. That's.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm not sure what to say to that. You're either saying, oh, I don't really like him.
We're about 3/4 of the way through, by the way. Guys, what race do you think Tom's going to end up with after listening to all these deep questions?
Well, probably you're going to get a psychic degree of some description. Can't be awkward, didn't pick mushrooms.
Why do you eat mushrooms? They're your babies. You're definitely going to get orcs. For what cause would you give your life? Oh, Tom, we're finding so much about you.
Yeah.
Your loved ones, your homeland, your religion. I would never give up my life for any reason.
My loved ones.
I'm finished. Almost to anything, I hate my life. Now think about them.
My loved ones.
Think about all of those.
My loved
your
ones.
Loved ones. Oh, jeez, we haven't got many of them apparently. So
yeah, exactly. It shouldn't
happen.
Got a
good chance of not giving it up.
Wow. Cheers, mate.
That's what he said.
Where's my Christmas card list? I think you're being shopped off that one.
I'm going to have it on your list then, is there?
Oh!
All right, which career would you choose from the following?
Oh my god.
Right, there's quite a few on this one.
I'll bet you there bloody well is.
Politician.
No.
Hunter.
No.
Priest.
No.
Artist.
God, no.
Mechanic. Robber.
Nope.
Is that really a career?
It depends if you get caught, I suppose.
Archaeologist.
Oh, no, definitely not. I
Then...
wouldn't be an archaeologist. Who'd be one of them?
Butcher.
A butcher?
Yeah, that's
I'll go with a mechanic.
Mechanic. Oh, good choice. We're almost there, Tom.
I put the bait out and it was taken.
Your neighbour is listening to music loudly, which you hate. What do you do?
Oh dear.
Ask him politely to turn it down. Speak with him aggressively and threaten him. Call the cops on him. Take revenge secretly. For example, is Billy's example here. Hire some kids to throw eggs at his house. It doesn't say house. Go to his house with a chainsaw and murder him in cold blood. Go to his house with a chainsaw and murder him while laughing loudly. Now, think about those ones, Tom.
Is there an option to do nothing?
No, there's no option to just take it. You've got to act, Tom.
I'll just speak to him about it. It's fine.
What, politely or with a chainsaw?
Politely. I'm not going to go down there with a chainsaw.
Hello, Underdog. Underdog, what good timing. Right, Tom, this is more of a controversial one, okay?
Oh, God. You're going to get us in trouble.
People in chat, if you are this way inclined, or you've got different views to Tom, don't take it personally. It's all in good fun. How do you feel about religion?
Oh, dear.
Religion is my life. I care about it, but not very much. I am an atheist. Technology is superior to religion. I don't care about religion.
I don't really care about religion.
Okay, right. So it's calculating the results. All right, okay.
Oh, God.
All right, we've got the results in, people. What do you think Tom has got after listening to all the questions that we've put across? Do you think?
Got a problem.
What, Tom? What do you think you've got?
I have literally got no idea.
Gavin is saying Tau.
No, it won't be Tau. Better not be Tau.
Bin Hazari, Crockweld. Jack, Nids. Cover all the bases, people.
Cover all the bases.
Anyone else? Daryl's gone with Orc. Fantasy Orc as well, not 40k Orc.
Hive Scum.
Hive Scum.
I could live with Hive Scum.
Right.
Come on then, put me out my misery.
Are you ready? Tom, you have several billion siblings.
Oh dear.
You're always hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And
not a good lifespan then.
No.
One per planet, would you say?
You are a Tyrannid!
Because of course, when your neighbour's music's on loud, Tyranids are very kind of like chill about it, aren't they? It's like, oh, do you mind just turning your planet down a little bit? It's annoying me.
If I remember next week, we'll find out what type of Tyrannid you are.
Oh, fantastic. It's a sign. No, I'm not doing NIDs.
I hope someone is like rewatching these or watching him live and just making little notes about Tom. Trying to get some sort of like understanding of him.
Well, you've been trying to do that for years, mate. You know, closer, so good luck.
Yeah, good luck to it. You're wasting your time, people. No logic to that.
Just like the questions that were just asked, there's no logic to them either, for Christ's sake. No, next Pocket's Army is my orcs, sadly.
What do you mean, sadly, Tom?
Oh, I've got to do these orcs, Jesus. Oh, dear. Being made to do them. Oh, dear.
Love it.
Yep. All over them. Really. No, I'm looking forward to seeing the end result, whenever that might be. The year 2027. Getting into the few questions. Orcs versus Nids. Well, do you know what? Someone else is going to have to do some orcs as well, because I'm not doing an orc versus Nids apocalypse game on my own.
I like it, Captain Jack. Yeah, we knew it was that way.
Steak.
Yeah, that's the one question. They just fixed it in with everything else. There you go. Gavin. Gavin's got a very big Tyrannid army with a Bio-Titan.
Oh, Bio-Titan.
Tom, have you thought of investing in a Squig-Off?
Yes. I'm
Nice.
tempted. But I think I'm going to finish what I've got here, and then I'm going to evaluate what I have and where I'm going with it. Because I think I've got a nice basis for an orc army, what I've got so far, so it should work out reasonably well. Oh dear, here we go. Daryl's off again on the Tyrannid ransom again. I'm sure your army's fine, Gavin. Don't worry about it. It's just, you know.
The younger brother had sold it.
Don't get a lot of brotherly love in the Tyrannids either, do you, really? Let's be honest.
No. Talk like, well done, brother. Time to eat you. Yum, 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 yum,
yum. I see you've fallen. Oh, well.
So, Tom, you have started watching The Boys series 1.
I'm halfway through the second episode. That's what I was just watching before I came on here, actually.
Oh, cool. I would ask what you think of it so far, but it's 2 episodes.
That's all right. I'm enjoying it so far. It got me to watch the second episode, mate.
Oh, that's a good sign, isn't it?
Exactly. I don't normally watch the second episode if I don't like it, so I like the premise of it anyway. It's quite funny.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to explain to people what it's about. It's like, well, imagine if people had superpowers, and they were like real people.
Which is, in my opinion, exactly what would actually happen, by the way, I might add.
Yeah, exactly. You're completely right.
No, the first episode was very, very good. Good lead in. Well, I will keep watching it, and I'll let you know how I get on. I figured as everyone kept talking about it, I better start watching it.
Yeah, pressure on you.
It's like Game of Thrones. I still haven't watched that yet.
But Game of Thrones is still a bit of a sore point for me after the last season.
Which is actually one of the things that's putting me off watching it, actually, I must admit.
Yeah. I used to kind of religiously like rewatch a series, the previous series before it came out. We're trying to rewatch all of them. but then, I'm not interested in watching it anymore, which is such a shame. Such an amazing series.
And I said Vicky watched all of it religiously, and she was very disappointed as well. I think, on the whole, the last season that is. I don't think I've actually bought her the last season on Blu-ray because I got basically every year I used to get her the previous season on Blu-ray as a Christmas present, so she could watch the whole lot together. So I bought the whole box. Well, I bought I think the first 5 seasons in one big box, and I've bought the rest after that point. I still haven't got the last one, I don't think yet. But what was the other thing I was watching the other day? There's something else I was watching the other day. I can't remember what it is now. It's gone out of my head.
I've been watching the last couple of days. Fear the Walking Dead.
Ah.
Yeah. I was on season 5, I think. Because I got to season 4, and then Amazon did its classy thing of going, if you want to watch the next series, you've got to pay us more money. And I said, no, Amazon, I'm not that desperate. Yeah, I'll wait.
Apparently that new one that's just come out is awful.
Yeah. The World Beyond, I think it is. There's only 3 episodes so far. And,
the ratings on the Amazon itself is actually almost below 1 star at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit rubbish. But once again, it's one of those things that, 1 episode a week, I'll watch it for a bit. If it turns out to be all right, fair enough. But
it's one of those things that if you flog a dead horse enough, eventually there's nothing left of the horse.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm not fooled by it, but never mind.
I think you stopped watching the original series, haven't you?
Oh, Walking Dead. Yeah, I gave up when they confronted Negan, and I think they captured him, and then I was just like, I'm not. I don't enjoy this anymore.
Yeah, I think I got to the. I think I got because I watched it quite a while after everyone else was sort of raving on about it, to be honest. And I think I got to where they got to Alexandria, and then that was it for me. I was like, nah, I'm done. Just got very samey.
Yeah, bit of shame. Joel goes, so when do you guys think Inquisitor series will ever come to fruition?
Well, they're filming, aren't they? If I understand correctly.
Well, are they though? Because of everything that's going on at the moment.
Well, if it depends what's been done. If it's done in the UK studios are back up and running. For instance, I don't know if you see they've been filming Batman.
Yeah.
Like
but I think there's been a few issues. So
yeah,
it's one of those things, really. I think at the moment, I hope it is, but
I suppose the animated series.
I don't know. I'm not holding out for much.
Because it is live action, isn't it? Inquisitor.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously, they're really plugging their animated stuff at the moment, which is brilliant. But I hope the best for the Inquisition one, because I think it will be absolutely amazing. But I'm not holding out too much hope at the moment because obviously there's larger things going on.
Games made of cardboard. Excellent name. Welcome.
Hello, Games. Captain Jack, The World Beyond, is it set in the US again? Yes, it is. Because when I first saw the trailer, I was like, cool, there's another country. Yeah, I know. It's a shame. They could do something more, but no, it's set in the US again. And as for me, I don't know what everyone else's opinion is, but it's very teenage-based. And it's too safe in a lot of ways. It's too much like a lot of those teenage films that came out, and oh god.
Let's get the sequel to 28
Months
Later.
Really, guys. So I don't know. The budget, it looks quite nice, but the story's a bit rubbish, and the characters aren't great.
Well, I mean, I'd never actually had the original Gazgul model, I must admit. Oh, you're right there. Oh, so I think you frozen Dom for a second then.
No, I'm reading. Sorry, I'm back.
He's like... His eyes weren't even moving. It's bizarre.
Gazzy Fracker. I had the last rendition of Fracker, but I didn't have the previous ones because I don't know. I don't always go with name characters. If I do go with a name character, I have converted a few, but a lot of the models I don't tend to do.
I mean, I've bought most of them from my Marine chapters, I must admit. But you know, when you play Templars, you know, getting... Oh.
Yeah. I'm not a massive fan of top. You know, my word bearers are the exception, but I don't tend to have armies that have got a chapter or a legion or whatever already defined for them. Like obviously, you know, you've got your Red Scorpions and Black Templars.
As they had some pretty good characters, you know,
yeah.
It's like, you know, you had to sort of, in my opinion, you sort of had to get them. But I very rarely actually play with the name characters for my Templars, as you're probably well aware of, Dom. Very rarely actually have Grimoldus or Helbrecht, even though they are probably one of some of the best units about the Black Templars.
There are rumours of Helbrecht getting Primarisified, but I'll wait and see.
He's a candidate for it. He needs some new hands.
He does need some new hands. Some would say it'd be rather handy to go through the process.
Get out.
I'm sorry. Someone's got to go through this.
You're going to start collecting again? What are you going to start collecting again, Games? It's good to hear new people getting back in. Ah, oh, come on. That's better.
Nurgle, nice. Captain Jack,
yeah. Saying Iron House the limits. Well, I mean, I think that was coming. If I'm totally honest, the limiting and doubling up on stuff and trip, you know, it was getting a bit silly. I think what you might see is more of the different chapter command units now.
I'll tell you, like Chaos have obviously had this issue for a while, where they're very character heavy. And I think what they should do is they should take some of their characters, for instance, the Exalted Champion or the Executioner guy, and chuck them in the elites. Why are they always got to be in HQs?
True.
I don't understand. I'm sure they could do the same for Marines. They don't have to have...
I mean, they do. I mean, they do it for some of them. Like the Ancients are in there. The Apothecaries are in. Oh no, yeah, the Apothecaries are in elites. So yeah. So yeah, some of them are, but I get what you're saying completely. It would be nice, wouldn't it, if you could have a bit more spread out over the yeah, or have them as an elite choice, but don't count towards detachment.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There should be a.
Because it's very annoying taking up a whole elite slot with one model. Sometimes, you know, depending what the model is, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look,
you can still buy Terminator Marines as well. Sorry, Dom. Just.
That's fine. Death Guard, I've got some in there's loads in the elites instead, and I think Guard do as well. There's a few characters in the Guard Codex that slide into the elite category, which is, I think, the way it should be. But because a lot of these characters don't offer a great deal to the overall army, and it'd be quite nice to just chuck a couple in there just for a bit of flavour, rather than go, I'll take the Exalted Champion rather than the Lord. What would you do? No one's ever going to take him.
I mean, the other funny thing about, say, Marines as an example is that actually, if they were smart about it for saving, I mean, obviously, I understand why they've made them all separate data sheets so that you can take different ones. But why not to have the captain and then upgrade it to have upgrade costs to every single piece of armor, just like you used to. You know, you just went captain. I'm going to buy Terminator arm for him, and then add it all there. So, but I know obviously the problem with that is because then the profile changes and all this kind of stuff. But then they could just put the profile there with all the, like different types of armor and what they had with that armor as well, and then basically had the same rule where you say you can only take 2 of these or whatever, or 1 of them and a upgraded chapter master.
Yeah.
Because all they've done now is just they've bloated the data sheets.
Or a bit like we said before, they don't take a slot up. Like you have the rule of 3, but you don't use the HQ slot up for them.
The lieutenants are quite good because obviously lieutenants are in the HQ, but you can buy 2 lieutenants for 1 slot. Well, you could do. I don't know if that's the same in the current codex. I haven't checked. You basically bought 1 lieutenant, you could have another one added, so you got 2 lieutenants. But I think that's not a thing anymore. I'll have to check through.
Now I've heard this about the comparison between the Marine and Necron codex. Oh, very nice. That the Marine codex has a lot more core options than the Necron one does.
Yes, but that's because there's more Marine units.
Yeah, but obviously the buff auras were affecting Marines a lot more than they affected Necrons.
Yes, but again, I have to say it's just because there's just more Marine units than there are Necron units.
So the only thing there's maybe Centurions are the only ones that haven't got the core word?
No,
from the infantry slot?
I can show you right now if you want. 1 second.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll grab my new Codex Space Marines. There was definitely more than that.
Should we name things?
I will just start going through it.
That's a big book.
It is a big book. I'm just going to gently flick through it. Don't worry. I'll tell you the ones that don't have the core keyword. That's probably the easiest thing to do. This is fun. Hope everyone's watching. The company champion doesn't have it.
Oh wow.
Also another weird one for everyone. Obviously, Scouts moved to the elite slot as well.
Yep.
Interesting one. So Blade Guard Ancient isn't that? That's a character, so that's fair enough.
Yeah, so that's not a character. Once again, you might be there for a while.
Yeah, no, I'm just having a flick through. I was actually curious myself. I wasn't aware. Let's have a look through. This isn't. Yeah, Centurion Assault Squads don't have it. Obviously, the Invicta Tactical Warsuit doesn't have it.
Yep.
Normal Dreadnoughts do they?
Dreadnoughts are the key.
They have core keywords, yes.
Oh right, interesting.
Outriders do.
There you go, Mr. Blue, straight on it. He knows.
Oh,
characters, servitors, Centurions, and all non-dreadnought vehicles do not.
Yeah, ATV don't have it either. So.
So what was the point of core?
Well, don't forget they needed to actually have that classified so that you can actually put the ability onto a core unit.
Yeah, but you just say don't have vehicles with core.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just for future proofing, mate.
Yeah, no, Mr. Blue's right. Yeah. I haven't got my physical codex up here. Let me just check the Necron one quickly.
But naturally, just from the point of view that there's more in there, it's going to be quite tough to strip everything out of there to, other than vehicles, I suppose. But what was that? Oh, okay. It's a photo. Oh, it's Gavin just sent us a photo of his Tau battle suits on chat. Gavin, you should put them into Discord. Come on, man.
He's not very good with technology.
Well, it makes 2 of you then, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like him so much.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's weird. Sorry, I don't know where we got to in the chat there.
Not too far. What do you think CSM will have as core? I think CSM will have a lot as core as well.
It's interesting actually, Pinhead. Because CSM are a little bit different to other armies where they can have unique elements to there. Like, for instance, my word bearers can have Plague Marines, Rubrics, Berserkers, and Noise Marines. But will they be core units? Or will they remain as elite? I don't know.
Maybe they'll be core to a god.
Yeah, or maybe they'll go towards whichever cult it is. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm 100% sure they'll become core. Because, like I said, it's just weird. Because like, you go for the Necron one, and some of them make sense. Like narratively, some like make a lot of sense to why they are core or why they're not core. So, for instance, Lichguard are core. Fair enough. Lichguard are quite in the narrative up there with the nobles. But then you get to some of the destroyers, they're not core. And you think, well, they're the outsiders. But then again, if it's narrative based, why is everything in Marines, bar Centurions and Servitors and characters and vehicles core?
Well, I suppose most of it is because Primaris units are pretty much decided as being a core unit now, though, aren't they? And as most of it is now Primaris based, it's
yeah, no. So I mean, you know, Stern Guard, Vanguard.
Yeah.
Why are they core?
Well, they're most Marine armies, aren't they? As in chapters.
I know, but you think about it, they're your elite troops.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just confused why the core keyword's actually. What was the purpose of the core keyword?
Well, let's have a little look here, just to sort of break it down a bit further. So, what I'm curious about.
Yeah, Joel makes a good point there. If Dreadnoughts get it, shouldn't Praetorian Stalkers get it? They seem equivalent as small walkers. Well, like I said, Joel, I think it's like they've had two completely different teams working on it. The Necron one, I don't know. Let's have a look. I'm not going to dig myself into a hole that I can't get out of.
Oh, heaven forbid that, Dom. Heaven forbid that.
Yeah. Whoa. So let's look at Praetorians.
It's always an interesting little, sparked an interesting conversation.
Yeah, maybe we should have done some research before this. Instead of me just saying something, and we would have to stuff. Scrolling down. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know.
Team Blades? Do they have it? Nope. Why don't Team Blades have it? The bikes have core keyword.
Yes. Well, they did. I was just going to double check.
Yeah, sorry guys for long pauses between talking.
The other thing, I suppose, the other thing you got to bear in mind is that possibly when supplements come out, you don't know that maybe if a chapter's geared towards doing a certain type of combat, for instance, let's take Wolves or Templars or Blood Angels, maybe some of their units will become non-core.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Probably not.
I think you're going to introduce more key stuff. For instance, Space Wolves, you're going to have more key. You know, your Grey Hunters and your Blood Claws are going to be core. You would have thought straight away, logically, that makes sense. But then a Wolfen core, will they get the core keyword? I don't know. Have they FAQ'd that say they got core? I don't know. Or,
I suppose the reason why they put core on stuff like bikes and assault units, Dom, is actually because technically your commander can have a jump pack or bike or whatever, so it's to give you a reason to actually pair them up with that particular unit, I suppose.
Yeah, but then again, if you've got a Team Blade, which is essentially a Necron Warrior on a bike, Necron Warriors have core, why don't Team Blades have core? You can still get a Necron Warrior, Necron Lord. That's what I mean. It's just no, they don't. There you go. Yeah, it's peculiar, and that's why I was kind of looked earlier about comparing two codexes. Don't get me wrong, I'm not moaning about the Necron Codex because, like I said, narratively, a lot of that makes sense why certain things don't have the core keyword. But then I don't understand why Dreadnoughts have core keyword. But like you said, if you did Iron Hands, maybe Dreadnoughts would get core because they are.
The thing is, that could still happen technically.
But everyone else has core. Something like White Scar Dreadnoughts have core.
Well,
it's
ultimately, I don't know. I mean, if it was the way they could stop the vehicle spam stuff, I think it's fair enough. And ultimately, you can either, make everything non-core, or maybe they could have done something where you picked core for your units when you were deciding what type of army you were playing.
Yeah, no, my main bugbear is that I just think they missed out a little bit there. I think they just got probably a bit lazy with the Marine one. They went, core, that's not vehicles. Vehicles are the thing we had issue with. Just don't give vehicles core.
Don't me, servo turrets aren't core, and neither are Thunderfire cannons.
Oh, okay. Right, brilliant. You mean the thing with the character with it? The innate bit of machinery with a character is not core. Okay. Yeah, Sarah. So core does still affect Necrons.
For Codex Marines, one for everybody else. Oh dear.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't looked all that up. But yeah, there are certain abilities that Necron core units will gain. I mean, it's not going to be as prevalent as Marines because, as we know, like Marines got a lot more going on there. But interesting.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, there's other ways of looking at it. I mean, people play Marines in very different ways. So another way of looking at it is that they've got so many units. If they want to play it in a certain style, maybe people wouldn't play it if they couldn't have a core unit in their playstyle. I mean, that is quite a difficult call to make, to be honest.
Yeah, but like,
if you just cut it off from everything, pretty much bar maybe like tactical squads or Primaris, it says all that kind of stuff. I think you would alienate a lot of people that maybe play a different style.
Yeah, and I think what you said to begin with would have made perfect sense to address that, where they kind of go, look, I'll tell you what, White Scars. Mm-hmm. When you get the White Scar Codex, bikes become core.
Yeah. No,
I actually the way that would work at the moment is you would. I don't know. They've already said bikes are core.
Yes,
so
exactly. Well, it depends because they might. Something. Well, the thing is, the supplement might turn things off. You don't know. That's the thing. But I suppose that's just more of a confusion thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of hope that the other codexes kind of. I prefer the narrative twist to it, where you get certain core units. And it just seems weird that the army that everyone had issues with is the one that kind of went, core doesn't apply to them.
Well, I think they nipped it off the bit that was most important, though. To be fair,
I think there's a couple of units that they address, like aggressors. Are aggressors core?
I think they are. Yeah.
Of course they are.
but don't forget, aggressors lost the ability to shoot twice.
Oh. Yeah.
So they're not. I don't think they're anywhere near on the same. I think they lost the ability to shoot twice, and I think they lost the. Let me have a quick look. I've got them here. I very rarely use aggressors for my Templars, to be fair. So.
No, I'm just curious. Like, this isn't necessarily about what you take, but in general with.
No, it's just more that I couldn't remember the rules for it. That was all. I'm just checking. Yes, they lost it as well. Yeah. And also.
So they've lost core.
No, they got core, but they've lost all of the other bits they had.
Yeah, the double shooting thing.
Yeah.
And the shooting and the moving and no modifier.
The moving no modifier is gone. So they can still advance and shoot, but you'll get a -1. Not that it really matters though, to be honest. I don't think. But also the Boltstorm Gauntlet has gone to just Assault 3 now.
Oh my goodness.
Instead of D6.
Yeah.
It's actually better because I think you get 2 of them. Yeah. So you get 6 base.
Good times. Yeah.
So, Reavers are still equally as shite.
Are they cool? I bet they're not cool.
They are cool.
Yeah. Good. So let's go back up a little bit in the chat there. Sorry, guys, I kind of derailed it a little bit. It does call for a sternly worded letter.
Christ, have you lost the chat or something? That was like.
No, I wasn't paying attention.
That is very unlike you, Dom.
Yeah, sorry, I've been busy on my rant. I thought it'd been several weeks.
Ranting, are you? I never noticed. God, Jesus.
Since I moaned about Space Marines, so it's about time I had a little moan about them.
You've been because I haven't been off enough, Dom. That's why I've been on every stream. You haven't had a chance.
Yeah, no. Well, there you go. I've bottled it up.
I'm sorry for playing a codex that is apparently still overpowered, even though it's being quite fixed.
Not a dig at you or any other Marine player.
Liar.
It's just a dig at the production of this book that is just painful.
Well, let's wait. What I'm hoping is that Chaos Space Marines get core and everything.
And then we can moan about them.
No, you won't moan about that. Don't lie.
I I'm interested to see how it goes for the other armies, like Marines. Well, no, not Marines. Guard. What's going to happen with Guard? What's going to be core and Guard?
Well, actually, do you know what? I think the core keyword's a bit misleading. It depends on what the core keyword gives.
Yeah. So, for instance, I think that you're going to have Leman Russes have core.
Yeah, but how many auras do you have?
Well, I think they're gonna dig it up that way. It's like there's certain thing. Well, exactly. Auras.
You don't have any auras for Guard, do you?
You got some ish. You got some auras for
You've
Guard.
got orders.
No, you got auras as well.
Yeah, but do you have like a reroll aura?
There is a reroll aura. Yeah.
Off what the hell's got that?
You got the likes of Yarrick.
Oh, okay. You got one. Yeah, okay. What I mean is like a tank commander.
Yep.
Yeah, you've already got built-in rules, in my opinion, for orders, where if you're a tank, you can only be issued tank orders.
Yeah, you can be. Yeah, only issued tank orders.
Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah,
so
there are things with orders, but I just think generally, like where you rerolls for wounding, you get one order. You can give one order to a thingy, like reroll once to hit.
Yeah.
Then you have to write other things.
I'm trying to work out which bit you think you agree with me as well. Sorry, Serge, because I wasn't looking at chat when I was talking, so I'm not sure which bit I was talking about when you agreed. That's really bad. But I think, honestly, it just depends. In my opinion, it depends what core confers to the codex. Because, if they haven't already got a load of stuff that's affected by... I mean, think about the Necron Codex.
Mm-hmm.
Beforehand, how many auras did you have in there?
Not many. But then again, what
they've done is they've adjusted it and added core to that, whereas the Marines had auras everywhere already. So if they went, this lot doesn't get it completely, because obviously they've already nerfed it by making it you only get the reroll ones now, not the not all the other bits that go with all the crap, which obviously I didn't agree with anyway. It's bits, and also don't forget they've also now taken that you can only have a captain. And so on and so on and so on. You can't have multiples of stuff. So they've nerfed it in other ways, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, well, is it a big enough nerf?
I think so.
You think so?
I'm pretty, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm pretty sure they've actually taken quite a hit to the point where, I think they're about where they should be. They could have probably taken a couple of other bits, but it does depend on how it confers and the chapter command rules that have got changed as well.
Because the main issue from not playing Marines and playing against Marines a lot is that they would have this constant flow of rerolls for everyone. Now, what they've done is taken away for vehicles, which is fair enough. Great.
Eradicated is stupid. Yes, I agree with that. Sorry, I just saw that caught my eye.
Yeah, they go Eradicators. I bet they're core.
No, they are. But I disagree with that one. I think that should be.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm not having got any Marine player. I'm just saying that the Marines they could have dialed them down. They've dialed them down from 11 to 10 at the moment. And I think Necrons have still got a strong codex in a lot of ways. I think they're just a little bit short on the core thing. They could have just done a little bit more.
Yeah, but this again, what I'm trying to say is they didn't have core. They didn't have that many auras in the first place. So really, what they're doing is adding things. With Marines, it was all about taking away things. But with you, they had a kind of a fresh start with your one because they barely had anything in the first place.
Well, it doesn't affect anything for Necrons, really.
But you got the other things as well, didn't you? You got the what should we call it? Can't remember what it is now. Your
Yeah, so we've got the equivalent of
doctrines. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Doctrines. Yeah. I mean, that makes it. I think every army is going to get that.
Yeah, of course, and every army should have that as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just saying that the reroll thing is a little bit crazy.
Yeah. But the majority of the time now, because obviously now you're paying points for your actual chapter master upgrades rather than paying command points, which is interesting. So the other thing is they've kind of they've taken away that command point tax as well.
So which command point tax? Sorry.
If we used to have to pay command points to upgrade to a chapter master, for instance.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that anymore.
The Necrons do.
Yeah, we don't. I just said we don't anymore. They've changed.
Just the points.
It's now points in your list. You actually have to pay.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Do you prefer that, or do you
I
prefer
don't
the
know.
command?
I mean, it's nice, but I suppose you got to think about. Let's have a look at this. So a captain it's an additional 40 points now to upgrade to a chapter master,
Yeah.
and that gives you the ability to pick one core unit for reroll.
Mm.
'Cause obviously,
Is that reroll ones or reroll
yeah,
everything?
you can pick one unit within 6 inches or whatever it
Yeah.
is to reroll everything, but only one
Mm.
unit. That's it.
What does a captain do?
Well, he just got the one reroll one Zora. That's it.
That one unit as well.
No, that's still an aura.
Oh, for core units.
Yeah. So it's just the upgrade to chapter master which changes the reroll bit, but other than that, everything's on ones now.
What about lieutenants? Are they just?
Lieutenants are the same thing. You still have to pick. Actually, I think did they change that completely? Hang on a minute, let me check that.
I don't know.
Just have a quick look. I think lieutenants are the same thing as they were before. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna. Here we go. Yeah, it's still within 6 inches. Still, yes. A reroll of one on wounding. Yeah.
Oh, for everyone.
Yes.
All core.
All
Or
core
is it
units.
everyone? Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
But obviously the main thing there was it's gone. That's very similar to most armies now. If you think about even Chaos have a lord that does reroll ones to hit. They have,
Yeah, yeah. So
it's kind of it's on the same level from the reroll point of view, but you can pay 40 points to make a chapter master, and then he can pick one unit and say you can reroll everything for this phase or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So
That's the
Chaos Lords. It's the highest mark for Chaos at the moment to reroll ones. Which I agree with the captain thing should be, for everyone that's core. Once again, we'll see who's core for Chaos.
Indeed.
Who knows when that's going to come out? And the Exalted Champion is just in combat rerolls.
That's right. It's just in recombat, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so like the Lieutenant's just in combat, isn't it?
No, Lieutenant's.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see what Chaos get, to be honest. Like at the moment, we're just comparing two slightly different codexes, as in Necrons and Space Marines. But if we had the Chaos one, or maybe we'll see with Death Guard.
Well, yeah, I mean, Death Guard would be a good indication of what they're doing, to be fair. I'm actually quite interested to see what they have done.
Yeah, I'll be interested.
I just realised they've got quite an interesting one with the old chapter master here, by the way, as well. There's a relic that you can give them now, as well, called the Angel Artifice, which basically, the bearer has a save characteristic of 2+ now, plus you add 1 to the bearer's wounds and toughness characteristics. So I was just thinking, what if you took the took the Gravis Captain one and gave it that? If that is still a thing, I'm pretty sure. Oh dear. That'd be interesting. Are you checking your lottery results, Dom?
Oh yeah, it's that time of it.
And then I think I had to wrap it on the head in a minute as well.
It's a lottery time. It's a lottery time. Right.
So, yeah, I could do that. That would make him 8 wounds and toughness 6. That's disgusting. Have you won, Dom?
Yeah, I have. Oh, let's have a look. I've got the same number. We've got one number. It's all good.
It's the stream's gonna flatline in a minute.
Yeah, it didn't go well. No winning for us. Although I got one more lot that last week's amazing winning contributed to.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. We got back in the
£2 was it?
It was £6.
£6.
Well.
You got a free couple of tickets then.
Yeah. Oh no, it didn't work. No, never mind.
Oh well, Dom. It's a sad case for a case because we could have bought tickets to go out to Warhammer World and find out what they were doing with the codexes. Oh, you right there, mate?
Yes, we could have done that. Yes, yeah, sorry.
You actually went completely silent when you did that. Did you mute it?
Yeah, I did mute
You
it.
did.
Yeah,
I thought so. I just thought, oh my god, he's got a really intelligent microphone. He's just cut his coffin out.
really polite. Yeah.
I presume we're not playing a game this week, then. By the way.
Probably not a good idea.
No, that's fine. I'll just check.
I'll edit that game I had against Gavin. We'll get that up. You can kind of see.
Come on, mate. You did promise.
What's that? What?
You said
Oh,
voucher to everyone.
Did that not turn up, Captain Jack? I thought I sent it to you. Royal Mail's over, you know.
Did you use pigeon delivery again?
Yeah. It should be with you at some point. Sorry, everybody.
Anyway, I think we will end the stream there at least. Anyway.
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you everyone for watching as usual. It's been a pleasure having you all abound, having a quick chat with us all. The address to send it to you. Sorry. But yeah, hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. And as with ever, if you feel like you need to make any orders for 40k related goodies, definitely check the link in the description. There's a company called Goblin Gaming, which would.
Oh, is there?
Yes, there is. I don't know if you've seen them, Dom, but
no.
What they do is when you buy with that link, is that they give us a small percentage of that money. And I will say it again. Thank you very much to everyone who has been using it. I've noticed a few people have been. So it's been very helpful to have that gradually tick into our sort of funding account for doing bits and pieces. So I do appreciate that. And likewise, if it's the first time you're watching, please give us a sub as well. Love to see you hit the subscribe button. Get on board, enjoyed it. There's a really good Apocalypse game sitting around that if you haven't watched it as well from a couple of weeks ago. I know, and as Dom said, he's got a game hopefully coming out this weekend.
Yep.
And I'm hoping I'm going to get a game recorded this week as well with Vicky. Not quite sure what I'm going to play yet. Maybe I'll play Orcs. Crimson Fist versus Orcs, always quite a popular one.
The mindset.
I don't know if that'll make me want to play anymore though. Plus, I've got to play the new Marine Codex with the Orc Codex, Dom.
Jeez, good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. That would be highly painful for me. Maybe we'll just do Black Templars versus Crimson Fist to see who's the best Imperial Fist again.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Thank you all very much for watching. This is Tom and
Tom.
Blacktoe Studios, and we will see you all again very soon. Take care, everyone.
Toodaloo.